YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Elijah Eccles. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Bold and Bear. So, I just kind of want to introduce the channel, what it's about, what it's going to be about. Personal goals. You know, being minimalistic in life, setting goals, reaching those goals, developing as a person, developing as a whole. Um, it's gonna be a long journey, but today I want to start off the first video with the title, It's Okay to Be Different. It's okay to be different. Society nowadays and social media has got us thinking that we have to be like this person and be like that person, but in reality, it's okay to be different. So, I got my list over here. I'm just gonna go from top to bottom, explaining everything to you, my personal views on everything. So, personal goals is first. You need to have personal goals to progress in life. A lot of people have goals, but they push them off to the sides or throw them out the window because they're too busy trying to impress this person, impress the next person, fit in, look good, trying to be cool. And their personal goals, dreams, and aspirations just go down the drain. So please don't be that person. You need to always have a vision, always have goals, continuously work towards them goals, and don't give them up for nothing or nobody. Alright? So, next, sacrifices. Those personal goals, dreams, and aspirations of yours will require sacrifices. Some great, some small. So, what are some of those sacrifices? You're gonna sacrifice time for sure. You're gonna sacrifice some money, oftentimes. And unfortunately, you may have to sacrifice some relationships. Now, speaking of these relationships might not have been the best for you. Because if these people were not supporting you on your journey to get where you wanted to be, why were they in your life to begin with? Why were they there to begin with? So, that's something that you have to ask yourself. Are these people supportive of me? Or are they just trying to use me? Things like that. You gotta ask yourself that. You have to ask yourself that. Alright, moving down the list here. You must be resilient. You must continue to work towards your goals no matter the circumstances. You must quiet the noise from the outside that will try to throw you off track of your goals. You must be resilient. That's not an easy thing to do because there's so much noise nowadays that it's very, very difficult to be resilient and stay on track, not get distracted or pulled away from your purpose. Alright. Now, getting into the good stuff. You must be bold. You must be bold. You must be assertive. And most importantly, you must protect your peace. That is one of the most important things from this video that you need to take away. You need to protect your peace. That is the most important thing for you to protect. Protect your peace. Do not let any person, anybody, anything come into your life to where your peace is disrupted. If it becomes a situation to where your peace is being disrupted, you need to remove yourself from that situation. Do not disrupt your peace. Always protect your peace. Don't put yourself in positions where your peace is taken away. You are in control of that, and you only. Alright, so following bold, we have bear. You must be bare. What does that mean? Being bare means to be unapologetically you. Being bare means you don't give a damn what nobody else says about you, what they think about you. Be unapologetically you. That's hard to do because society, once again, has given us notions of what we're supposed to do, what we're supposed to look like, what we're supposed to be like, how we should dress, how we should talk, how we should act, this and that. But that's not me. I'm unapologetically me. That's what makes me unique. You need to find what makes you uniquely you. Alright? Now that I've mentioned all of those things, I'm gonna give you guys my personal story, alright? So, I'm gonna start with my childhood. I'm gonna start with my deafness. Yes, I am deaf. I don't know if you can see it right here. These are my cochlear implants. They help me, they're my assistive hearing devices. I require them to hear. Without them, I'm completely deaf. So, around 6 years old, I became deaf. And it took a long time for me to get used to them. You know, all the friends I had at school, I lost them, so I had to start over. I met a lot of good people at the deaf school that was local to me, actually in my city, thankfully. I am still in contact with those people today, but we grew up together, you know, we had a good time. We were kids, you know, just living life, having fun, exploring together, trying new things out. Now, all the fun and games, they come to an end, you know. So eventually, someday, you gotta get right, you gotta get real. They came in high school. So in high school, you start to get a little bit older. You start getting into relationships with people, things like that. So those relationships taught me a lot. I was in a few. Some of them were worthless. They were a waste of my time. But there was this one relationship that I was in for just a few months, but it taught me the most. This person and I, we were locked in. We felt tight, real tight. But this person was dealing with a lot of trouble, depression, stress, anxiety, you know, thoughts of unaliving, right? The person was dealing with that. But I came into their life, gave them something positive to look forward to see every day, to be around. I was that guy. And it gave me purpose in life at that time. But over time, it became disruptive to my peace. You know, the problems she was dealing with were popping back up. She couldn't deal with them anymore. They were popping back up. And of course, a person that loves you, it's gonna make them feel some type of way as well. After trying, it just wasn't gonna work out. And she ended up actually leaving the relationship because she could see how damaging it was to my peace. Very intelligent woman, very smart, also very stupid at the same time, but very intelligent. I will give her that. And she was best girlfriend I ever had, despite the circumstances of the situation. So that was the highlight of my high school relationships, was that one girl taught me everything about protecting my peace and how important it was to protect your peace. Now, she was a grade higher than me, so she graduated. Coming into my senior year, um, I began to focus more on me, which I had been doing already, but I locked in even harder. I wanted to get to college. I wanted to have good scores on the test and everything. So I decided to lock in. I decided to go hard. Any type of nonsense, bull crap, I crossed all that out. All of it out. Crossed all of it out. Didn't get into any activities that would put me in a messed up situation. I stayed focused on my work. I had a homeboy. He's still my homeboy to this day. We talk when we can. But he was troubled as well. And I came into his life, helped him get on a good path. So I'm like a beacon of light to people. I'll give you my positive energy in hopes of improving your life, making your life a little bit better. That's what I try to do. Anyways. But we'll see, where do I want to go with this from here. Okay, we're gonna keep telling the story for the rest of the year. So I was team with football captain. I was captain of the football team. I was captain of the basketball team. My school was very small, but I was always that person that demonstrated leadership, care, and passion for things and everything that I do, right? So that played a big role in getting me those leadership positions on the team. I fought hard with my boys. I fought hard with my boys. I led my boys to victory time and time again. Even through our losses, I led them to victory. Kept that head held up high. Kept hope. Hope is all you need. If you have hope, you can and you will succeed. Once you lose hope, you lose everything. Always maintain and keep hope. Always. Said through those hard times, we came out on top. It taught me a lot. Basketball. I was kind of good. I wasn't the best, but I was decent enough. I was also the captain. But see, our school was different. Most schools have varsity and junior sports. They were combined in my school. So we were getting kids that were just becoming freshmen playing with seniors, right? There was no separation of teams. So these guys were basically kids. And you're about to be an adult, go off to college. And you have to deal with these kids, right? Getting through to them was a challenge for me as a team leader. Getting them to understand the importance of discipline. The importance of being a team player. Not thinking about themselves all the time. Extending a hand. Being considerate. Those were all things I had to figure out how to teach. And I did. So that was big for me. It was big for me. Now there's a lot that I'm leaving out here, but it's okay because this won't be my first video. It won't be my last. It will be my first video, but it won't be my last. Sorry, I just woke up. So now that I went through all of that while focusing on myself, putting in hours of work, separating myself from extra, separating myself from drama in high school, staying out the way, as we call it. After doing all of that, I sacrificed a lot of relationships. I didn't really get too close with a lot of people. Some people I did. But those were people that I knew I could trust and depend on. But in high school, everybody tries to be buddy just to be cool with one another. I don't do that. If I don't mess with you, you're going to know that I don't mess with you. You're gonna know. So, amongst a lot of people, I wasn't really liked, but I didn't care because I knew that I was being unapologetically me. That's what made me unique, made me special, made me different from everybody else. So, how was all that working out in college? Well, it's working beautifully if you ask me, because let me tell you guys something. In college, nobody gives up. Hold on, I don't want to make. Nobody gives one single solitary about you here. You're all in the same boat, trying to figure out life, get used to this new environment, these new people. Of course, people cook up and group up. I got a group of guys that I run with, work out with. If that will be changing soon for reasons I will disclose later. But I tried it. I gave it a shot. I tried to see what the college experience was about. Meeting new people. I've got a big, long contact list of people. But they're all acquaintances. People that you know. People that might be useful to you. But people that you trust your life with, and call them friends, which is what they should be. If they're calling somebody your friend, you should be able to depend on them for things as they're needed in your life. But they're acquaintances, as most people in college are. Not seeking a relationship. It'll come. It'll come. It'll come. You know what type of person that you're gonna want. But if you go down the path that I went of self-development, keeping to yourself, staying out the way, getting that work out the way, getting into extra things like studying for a real estate license or welding or engine building, engine repair, side hustles, businesses, things like that. That's going to require you to separate yourself from the norm because you're going off the beaten path that so many others have taken. You're being different, unapologetically you. You understand? So, I'm going to end this video here because it's getting kind of long. But I will highlight and touch on these different points in future videos. But hopefully you were able to take something from this video. Y'all have a great rest of your Sunday. Peace out.